Hey, you're watching Drive Home here on the Blue Horse Collective, and I am, as always, your Master and Commander Blue Horse. First off, the videos for right now are going to be a little more sporadic. I'm not nailing down that this is going to be a weekly thing, but that is going to be the ultimate goal for the time being. The daily show, as it was, just got to be a little bit too much work, especially for the schedule I have right now. Putting in a lot of overtime at work, so it's not meshing out as well as it was before. Plus some changes at work, and my general schedule is just going to make it harder to put together material for the kind of quality show that I would like to do. So, actually, by recommendation of one of the loyal viewers, Liz Armstrong, who, again, link below to her page, she's going to be running for City Council, Ward 1. Looking forward to that. Very excited, but back to the point. She suggested doing a weekly show, and I thought, well, that would definitely be more manageable, doing one show instead of 5. So that's going to be my goal, is to eventually be able to do this as a weekly thing. I don't know what day it'll be on. And of course, I will always try to make the special videos for when something just really strikes me as, well, needing to be said. Something to get off my chest, whatever you want to call it. So, like I said, things won't be on an exact schedule for now. However, we've got goals, we're working towards them, and, well, here it goes. And I'm going to just dive straight into this. Like I said, Liz Armstrong running for Ward 1 for the Fort Smith City Council. Very excited about this. This woman, okay, I can't say single-handedly because obviously there's help, but, Liz, I know you're going to be the modest type and not admit to this, but she was very much a driving force behind eliminating that 1% prepared food sales tax, which of course was going to be immediately up to a 3%. A little clause in there they managed to just conveniently leave out from the public forum, trying to not let people know. But very, very active woman in the local political scene. Obviously, she's got my support, not just because she's a viewer, but because she is wanting to bring accountability and efficiency back into the local political scene, the management of the city. Here we have one of the most taxed cities, definitely in the state. I would challenge that we probably, per capita, have one of the highest tax rates in the nation. Yet, you look around and there's nothing but half-finished projects, pet projects that are having money poured into them, like, I don't know, the convention center, another big controversy going on in the last year. But, here we've got some of the worst roads anywhere, as far as here locally. Quick side note, I understand there are roads being worked on. Matter of fact, I believe it's 11th? I believe it's 11th Street that has just been repaved downtown. So, it's not all bad. But we've got some of these horrible roads with potholes, chuck holes, everything else. And yet, we've got enough money to lay nice little bricks along the sidewalk. That was otherwise perfectly fine. Where are our priorities on that? Anyway, I'm not going to get into all those, but it's just one example. Another one being, we've got all these street lamps. We know money's going to from the taxes to maintain the street lamps. We know money's coming out of the taxes to pay for the electrical bill for the street lamps. Not to mention all the money for the street lamps, especially the custom ones downtown. Only half of the lights in the city ever seem to be on. I mean, look at this dark patch I'm in right now. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, half of the street here on Rogers is out. They're not even turned on. I guarantee it, they could probably be switched on. And if it's a matter of not having bulbs, I mean, hey, what's going on? But anyway, I digress. There are things in the city that bring up questions that need to be answered. And Liz is going to be doing her best to take care of that. So, very excited about her running. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this out. Liz, I know you're going to see this probably tomorrow morning or afternoon. I would like to call on behalf of all the viewers from the Fort Smith area and surrounding area, since it's, Fort Smith, let's face it, is the hub. Let's pull you on. Let's get an interview. Let's get the word out. I would happily be an advocate for helping you get some publicity. And hey, the best part is it's YouTube. It's free. Hey. Now I don't know the speculation and the rules and all that. You'll have to tell me. Maybe you can't do it. I don't know, but let us know. We'll go from there. The one national issue that I want to touch on, and it's going to be brief because we're already home, and I love to babble. Of course, Obama came out in favor of gay marriage this week, and there was, of course, the Newsweek cover page showing him with a rainbow halo saying, President Obama, the first gay president. And I found that hilarious. But, of course, I'll be the first to admit I'm a little biased, but let's get down to the hardcore facts. Obviously, I doubt that he had anything to worry about with getting a conservative vote as it was, but at the same time, now I think that Obama may very well have shot himself in the foot simply because a lot of the conservative moderates are going to be disinterested in him because of this. Now, understand, I'm not saying I'm for, I'm not saying I'm against gay marriage. Personally, I think, I have mixed feelings on it, and, I've had many a discussion where, frankly, it's an issue that I switch back and forth on for myself. But let's concentrate on this. Where Obama soared for voters, not just with liberals, because, there's always going to be from the extreme liberal to the not quite moderate liberal, that's always going to vote for the liberal. Just as there's going to be the extreme conservative to not quite moderate conservative, that votes for the conservative. That's a given. It's that middle ground. And there's going to be a big portion of that middle ground, not to mention, let's face it, evangelicals, Catholics, there's going to be huge numbers of those votes in the moderate category that are no longer going to vote for him. That's a deal breaker. Not saying it's right or wrong, that's just the way it is. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. And already even the media seems to be taking this and charging with it. So it's interesting to see where that's kind of a, there's the usual bias going on in many areas of this, but at the same time, where you would usually expect to see it in places such as ABC has had a few stories where it's like, we don't know what he's done here. This might not work out. It's not the usual extent of the spin in favor. It's actually showing a little bit of dissent. So that is an interesting turnabout, especially when you look at how the last election went with the bias towards Obama as far as trying to promote him. So, I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic going on right now. I'm very interested to see how this plays out. And I hate that they're politicizing gay rights again. Even though, I guess it always is, but, and then there's the other saying, you're going to reignite the culture war and everything else. And there's a bunch of different things at play there. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this comes about the next couple of weeks, much less months. I think this is going to be something else that drags out for a long time. And, at the same time, it might be genius on the Obama administration's part because this has served as yet another distraction from the economy. And let's face it, right now, that's the big issue. But I'm going to leave that as it is. Didn't want to make this video too long. I'm running at just a little over 9 minutes now, so that's good. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, share the video, tell friends. I always love feedback, comments. Make a video response for that matter. Let's get dialogue going back and forth. That would be awesome. Matter of fact, anything that comes across as a video response or something in direct relation to a video, I will always try to make it a point to either make a special video in answer to it or to at least take the time to comment back in some way. There will be a mention of it. So, hey, send those in. This is your Master and Commander Blue Horse signing off, and you have a wonderful day.